Welcome back, chums, and welcome to a new Cyberpunk 2077 video. So today I'm gonna be focusing on some of my favorite mods which have been very popular in the past 30 days, and also I'm going to show you which ones I use in my current playthrough. Now do keep in mind that in this video I'm not going to focus on how to install these mods. For that you have a Cyberpunk 2077 beginner's guide to modding, a video which I uploaded in the past week. So if you want to learn how to mod and be ready to basically have all of the files for the mods I'm going to talk about today, then go and consult that video first. So first things first, I'm going to cover how to actually get the same outfit which I have in the thumbnail, which is something I'm going to do from now on, because a lot of people always ask how do you get the look which you have in the thumbnail, and usually I don't show it, but today I'm going to go through it. So some of the first things we're going to download is the Tac Threads Atelier. We need this atelier because a lot of the items we're gonna be getting are going to be from Scorpion Tank. Next thing we're going to download is the Modular Military Mask, which is the Archive XL item created by Scorpion Tank. We're going to need this because this is the mask I actually use in the thumbnail itself. After that, we're going to download the custom Panam pants, also from Scorpion Tank, which work actually really well with the outfit I'm rocking right now. After that, we are getting the Modular Military Accessories Pack 1, which is the also Archive XL item, because we need all of those things which I have on myself, going from like the shoulder pads and everything else. After that, obviously, we also need a military vest, which we're gonna be putting on our character. And for the end, we're going to put the tactical Covert boots, which is also from Scorpion Tank, Aaron and Dave. And the last thing for the outfit we're gonna be adding is the turtleneck top from Ezio Maverick. So now that we have all of the items and the virtual atelier, which you've probably seen if you went through my modding guide, if not then you did something wrong. So once we have all of the items, there are two ways you can get them. First off is that each item, when you download it, has a code list. So for example, the armor pieces you downloaded, like for the actual like ballistic vest, they're all going to have their own codes which you basically input here into the console. So for example, if there was a vest which we added, there is going to be a code, and depending on which code it is, well, it's going to have a different color which is also going to show you. So for example, once we get the code from like any one of those sites, we can just input it there, paste it, and it's going to be added into our inventory. But the reason we downloaded Virtual Atelier is because all of those things are going to be a lot easier to get. So with Virtual Atelier, we're going to go to our computer and we're going to go here. As we can see right here, I have Tac Threads. So first off, we installed the shop and then we added all of the items on top of that. Now, if we go to the actual shop, here we can see various different items we just downloaded, going from the accessories, going from the vest, going from the pants, and all in all. So here you can first of all click the left mouse button depending on which pants you want, or you can go P, add to cart, and then buy it here. Once this happens, you're going to have all of your items in the wardrobe shop here. So once we have all of the items, we're going to go into the wardrobe and we're going to have all of the items which we bought in our inventory here, so we can, you know, just pick them out. Now do keep in mind that most of this stuff doesn't really give you anything right now, especially after 2.0, because outfits, or well, not all outfits give you armor. This is one of the things you can exchange every now and then, so it doesn't matter too much. Now also, we see here that I have a turtleneck top black custom, which is also something we have from here. So we got from Ezio itself. It works really well with the rest of the outfit, and I think it actually works well with the hair and the eyes, and if you take a good look at it, it's especially well designed. Also, when it comes to actual quality of the items, I mean, there is no denying there. All of these items, especially if you're running the game on the high settings, are going to be extremely sharp. Now while we are also here, there is another mod which I want to show you. So when you start adding a lot of custom vehicles and different mods which usually require a computer, it's going to be a little bit problematic, because every single time you have to go back, find a PC, go onto it, and then, you know, buy all of those things. Now this is something, a mod, which adds a laptop anywhere. It's quite cool. So this is from Deceptius, he created this, so it's very much easier to go through everything, buy stuff out, especially when it comes to car dealer. If you're getting a lot of cars, you just want to go back, you want to buy the vehicle and then test it out right away. So To get this mod up and running, first of all, install it, and after you do, you have to go into your mega building apartment. It's not going to activate before that. So once you enter for the first time, just enter the apartment itself, stay here for a few seconds, and then go out or go anywhere. Once you're standing in one place, you hold shift button and you press F, and that's it. You have the actual computer. Now the Septius also has TV Anywhere, Arcade Anywhere, but I do believe you can only install either TV and Arcade Anywhere or Computer Anywhere. It's not going to work at the same time, or at least I haven't found a way to do it, you know, to have it at the same time, but I'm going to leave you all of the links down below so you can check out which one you actually want more. Next mod we're going to download is going to be a two-part download. So first off, we're going to get the Quest Runner, which is the new missions framework, and after that we're gonna be getting a new custom mission called Disappearance of Bugbear. Now Bugbear is a character in one of the gigs in Cyberpunk 2077, and for all of you that have played throughout the game, you know there is a way to save her. If you save her, this is going to unlock that quest, and only if you save her. So once you get all of the mods, just go to your messages, go and call the number, simple as that, and you're going to continue with the quest. Now I don't want to go through it because I don't want to spoil stuff for you if you're playing it for the first time, but it's nice that we're getting these smaller quests, you know, here and there. I do wish that the modding tools, the framework which CDPR created, was a little better so we get more of these bigger quests and mods. Now the next mod I'm going to cover is going to be Mjolnir. Believe it or not, it has been added into the game as a weapon. Now the person who created the mod also left it, so once you install it you have to go pick it up. One of the ways you can do it is to travel to Japantown West, so just travel here and then basically jump from this area over here, like you see this this rail over here, so jump here, and come here. So once you are down here, so on the map itself, as you can see, I'm standing right here, so Japantown West, so just over here, I'm going to go on top of this, or well, the other water tank. So if you go up here, and there it is, Mjolnir is standing right here. You can see, this is how it looks. You can even throw it. Yes, it's a thing. It actually stays there, and after a while it's going to, well, return. Especially if you have good perks for like throwable knives and weapons. So now if you test it, it's actually quite strong, even does electrical damage. It's insane. This is actually crazy. What if you throw it? Let me see, let me check something real quick. Oh, so okay, you do that. Okay, let me just cripple movement for a real sec. Now we do this. It even stays on him, but yeah, you can legit have a Mjolnir now in the game and it's actually going to work. And it kind of looks cool, I'm not going to lie. I mean, if you're into some exotic weapons here and there in like through the mods, then definitely recommend getting this one. Looks actually amazing. Damn, look at this. So the next mod we're gonna be getting is actual rocket launcher named Jarngreipr. Now I don't know if I pronounce this right because a lot of these names are from the Nordic mythology, and it seems the mod author names these weapons as that, so it's a little bit complicated to, you know, pronounce it. So nevertheless, if you want to pick it up, we have to go to the luxury apartments fast travel point because we have to go to the Nina Kravitz as a Ripper Doctor. I never thought in my life that I'm going to go in a game and go to Ripper Doctor who's actually Nina Kravitz. Alright, so we go here once we have the mod ready, of course, and we're going to go and get a new implant. So for this we're going to go into arms, and right here we have it, the tier 3 iconic Jarngreipr. So this launches a bolt of lightning that applies Thunderous Wrath, which disables enemy cyberware for 6 seconds and increases all damage against and affected by 5% per stack. At 8 stacks, enemy cyberware overloads, dealing massive damage around them. This is quite cool stuff we're gonna be getting. So we're going to buy it, we're going to put it on. Of course you can upgrade it as well if you want. We're going to do it, because why not? So do keep in mind, in case you actually lose your arms once you put in the cyberware, you just have to reload your save and it's going to work, because sometimes it takes a while for the actual item to load. Now I believe that this item has a few things you can do for it. So for example, if you press the button, it's just going to attack. If we hold it, like for example, we have to wait. Oh, sorry. Okay, he's going to get attacked by these guys. Oh, nice. If we hold it, it's going to do this. If you are fighting against robots, this does insane amount of EMP damage, so definitely recommend checking it out and maybe combining it with Mjolnir as well. And for the end, I do have a few vehicle mods for you, because vehicle mods have been very popular in the past few months for Cyberpunk 2077, and I know that for a lot of people, having, for example, a vehicle which is not exactly from the lore itself can be a little bit lore breaking, but this is obviously up to you. Now, technically, a lot of these brands do exist in the Cyberpunk 2020 and Cyberpunk universe in general, but the problem is it is impossible for CD Projekt Red to get all of the licenses for every single car manufacturer and brand, which is present here as it is present in our, you know, real life. So you can kind of go through here. So the first vehicle we're gonna be getting is the Dodge Challenger SRT Demon. So once you get the mod through the car, you just basically go into your car dealer and buy it here. So every single vehicle you actually get through the car dealer is going to be here, but also as it is with clothing, you're also going to have codes which you basically put in, and the vehicle is going to be in your inventory. So after that, once we got the actual Challenger SRT Demon, you can of course buy it, but I already did. And we're going to go and get it. Now, the vehicle itself is quite cool. It can also open up the actual, like, the front and the trunk as well. I always like when you have these little details, like from vehicles themselves. And there is even a little sound once you open it and close it. Quite cool. Now, let's take it for a spin. In general, I think this is a very nice vehicle. Driving is a bit okay. There's definitely some issues when it comes to just handling in general, but for as long as you're driving normal, it's not going to be a problem. So this is how the actual interior looks. Let's give it a ride. Sounds cool. And this is how it looks out here. It actually drives kind of well around the corners, but if you're going obviously too fast into it, it's going to be a bit difficult. But yeah, the Dodge Challenger SRT is in the game. Quite fast, to be honest, as well. Handling is a bit weird from time to time, as you can see. Oh, it's losing. Oh, okay. Yeah, it keeps losing that grip. It's very nice. Let's take it back. Now, the next vehicle we got into the game is going to be the Toyota Supra MK5 HKSS Widebody. Now, this is probably one of the coolest cars you have IRL and also in the game itself, and we're going to get it right now. So the process is going to be the same from the car dealer as everything else, and once you do, you're going to have it in your actual garage. So we're going to call in the vehicle. I don't know from which side. Oh, there it is. Now, my only problem with this is that so the front and the back cannot be opened like with the previous car. So that's going to be one of the things if you're going for it. But the actual car itself, probably one of the craziest vehicles when it comes to acceleration, when it comes to handling in the game. The sound is also nice, and yeah, I mean, from just the perspective of how it looks, it is beautiful. I especially like the metal, how it performs in this game. Very nice. So let's give it a shot. It's actually really nice. Around the corner, it is particularly well made because you can easily navigate around this. And if we go here, there we go. So the handling itself, I really don't have a problem with it. It is a very stable car for Cyberpunk 2077 like environment, because you know how it is in this game, like you have some problems with handling in general. But this one definitely glued to the ground and doesn't lose that grip, like for example as Challenger, but definitely recommend getting this one. And you can also do this. So it's not too stiff around, like for example some corners if you want it that way, but if you're driving fast, you're gonna want this. Yeah, I mean, look at this. It is insanely good around corners, especially these tight ones. Yeah, definitely get this one. Now, next vehicle for today is going to be the Cadillac Escalade. Yes, I know, Cadillac in Cyberpunk, like, why are you doing this to yourself? But if you want to be an actual corpo and you want a good SUV, then, you know, you're gonna want Escalade. And there is a very cool reason why I like this mod as well. Let me just show you right now. So let's get the car up here. Nice, nice parking. Okay, so first off, from the outside, it looks quite cool. It's actually much more lore friendly in the terms of Cyberpunk, just because of the outside look, and in general because, well, Cadillac was, you know, included in the lore in the past. So if we go open up here, we do have a nice little front with the engine itself, and you can see here it's very decently detailed because it's there. And in the back, check this out. This is one of the coolest things out there. Boom. You want this, huh? This is nice. In the back, very corporate, very nice, especially in like the world such as Cyberpunk 2077. Very dangerous, and we need some of this stuff. So inside of the vehicle, if we take a look at the interior, it is incredibly well made. Wow, very cool. Like, look at the actual, like, just the material. And if you start driving, the actual acceleration is nice. And one of the other things is that it also handles really well for an SUV of this size, especially in a game like Cyberpunk, again, where you have problems with some of the vehicles and their stability. So it's not the fastest vehicle in the world, but, you know, it is to be expected from an SUV. And I do like when mod author, actually, like, crazy good acceleration when you're turning around. So it's not the fastest vehicle in the game, which I do enjoy because, you know, it kind of falls down with the car itself, and not every car should be going 400 or 500 kilometers an hour for no reason. But this one, if you're going for a corpo playthrough or something like that and you want something new, even though for some this might be problematic because of the lore, I still do recommend it because it looks quite nice. But you see, this is not everything, because there is one vehicle which I think fits into this world the most out of everything, and that is the Cybertruck. So we're going to call in the Cybertruck as well. Yes, Cybertruck is added into the game through the mod. Now, I either do believe that this mod is very early in its creation, because there are a few things. You can't really open the stash and everything else from this side, and also from the front. And I'm going to be honest, this car is very cool to kind of go around and cruise throughout the city, but I almost feel like it's been added to a wrong, how would I say, type. Because from time to time, as you can see, the actual vehicle is gonna be jumping around like a little bit too crazy for my taste, especially if you're going too fast. I believe it's a bit unnatural how this suspension works. I mean, for an SUV type vehicle, it's alright, but I do believe it needs some work when it comes to handling, and this is going to be quite fun. As you can see, it's not the most stable. Like when you're, you know, trying to brake and turn around, there's a huge chance it's going to flip. So maybe if that side was fixed, like, this is amazing to just drive around. Let me just see the interior a little bit. So the interior is very much alright. Also, the display is going to work, which is nice. But yeah, if you want a Cybertruck in Cyberpunk, well, you can finally get it, but just keep in mind it's a bit iffy when it comes to how it drives sometimes. But for the actual cruising and just going around, it is one of the coolest cars out there, definitely. So we're going to park it right here. Nice. You can also get it in 3 colors, I believe. You can also get it in the one which comes at stock, or the obsidian one like this. But now the next vehicle pack is a much more lore friendly because it's actually from the game itself. So we're going to be getting also the Quadra Sport R7 Archive XL mod, which actually adds all of the variants of the available car into your car dealership. So we're gonna go to the computer, and we're going to go to car dealer, and we're going to find the actual Sport R7. So right here we have the Sport R7, and usually you cannot have all of the variants from this car in the actual game. So We're going to change color here. You can see we have different variants we can get. So I'm thinking, alright, we're gonna be maybe getting the, let's see. Which version do we want? Maybe the green one. Let's get it. So we're going to buy it. And we're going to find it here. So you can see here, I already have a few versions of the Sport R7, but I have also this one, the 5080, which is one that I bought. So this version is not natively available in the game, but if you download this mod, you're going to get all of the versions from it. Also, I do recommend checking out the mod author's actual page, because I do believe it goes through various vehicles and adds them into the game, so you can get, you know, various variants of that vehicle. But when it comes to the vehicle itself, it's going to drive as it is, you know, in the game, because it's the official part of the title. So once you have it, you can pretty much, you know, have the car which you always dreamed of having, but NPCs are only ones having it and you cannot buy it. So yes, definitely recommend getting this mod as well. And these were all of the mods for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to smash that like and subscribe button for more, because I will be uploading more of these modding videos as, you know, more mods arrive. Also, I have in preparation my full Cyberpunk 2077 modding suite, which is going to be covering over 250, I believe, mods so far, which I've been using for the past 2 to 3 years. So I'm going to compile all of that and have a video ready for you relatively soon, because those videos takes, you know, a bit of a long time to make, depending on how many mods I have to install and cover and then test, so that every single one of them works together. So again, thank you for watching. Huge thanks to my current Patreon supporters, and if you want to stay updated with the latest news and videos and, you know, what I cover in general, then check us out on Twitter and Discord as well. This is LKM signing out. Stay classy, chooms, and I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.